Hello there, EDISON players. Welcome back to another tournament match review. Today we're doing round 2 of our ELO anniversary tournament. And in this round we are going to see Driss on the left. And he was playing against Piet on the right. Driss is on Frog Monarch, and I'm not entirely sure what Piet is on, but he is flipping the hamster. Gonna set Raiko. If I'm not mistaken, he was on Vayu today, but we are gonna see that hamster come in for the first blood of this match. Another set monster for Piet. And Driss apparently struggling to get into the game, but Soul Exchange is gonna, turn the tides a bit. It's gonna tribute Raiko for Ryza. And Ryza is gonna spin the other monster back to the top of the deck. No battle phase though, thanks to Soul Exchange, but Piet having his own Monarch in the form of Gaius. And he does have the battle phase. Battle Fader is gonna prevent the attack from coming through. And we are seeing Substitute. Okay, Substitute plus a monster. That's a good one. Yeah, Battle Fader is banished. But that's gonna allow Driss to swap Frog, dump the Treeborn. And now going for, looks like a soft Duplock. So Duproc says you can only attack him, and Substitute says frogs cannot be destroyed by battle. But it looks like Driss might be going for the full Duplock, let's say. Yeah. So 2 dupes. Let's see how Piet tries to deal with this Duplock. Armageddon Knight is gonna come down, so yeah, this kind of confirms that it's Vayu. Yeah, sending the Plague Spreader zombie. Doesn't look like Piet has any really clean outs against the Duplock. Treeborn Frog won't be returning since there is back row. So Driss just gonna summon Swap. Sending another copy of Treeborn Frog. And just passing turn here. So both players taking their time, not a lot of aggressive play going on here. Yeah, Piet just setting a monster. That's probably the same monster that was returned to the deck by Ryza. And here is another Substitute. Okay, so gonna tribute that swap that was just chilling out there. Going for the Unifrog. Oh, or not. Going for the final swap to send the third Substitute, and now going for Unifrog. It's getting in for 400 damage, and that is going to destroy the set back row. Yeah, Bottomless Trap Hole doesn't do anything against the frogs, except for Death Frog. Yeah, Raikou gets flipped. 2 Vayus and a Negrogarna. Man. Once Piet gets a Sirocco in rotation, he'll be in a big business. I'm gonna go for Plague Effect. Now, there is still a soft lock operational, thanks to the dupe and the Substitutes. But Dark End Dragon is gonna solve that. Yeah, it's gonna lose 500 attack points to send the dupe frog. Sending it, so no effect. Or am I missing something? Oh yeah, Piet checks dupe frog and is gonna point out. Oh, am I missing something? Potentially. We're gonna see an attack into the Substitute, but there's a big mirror force. Yeah, I just realized dupe just has to be sent from the field to the graveyard. It doesn't even have to be destroyed. So yeah, Dark End would trigger that. Here is a Swap Frog. And a Substitute is gonna go in. 100 points of damage. It ain't much, but it's honest work. And Piet immediately gonna drop his Gores. Summoning a tiny token that the Swap Frog could potentially run over. Or I am missing which monsters attacked. That's also possible. I'm not sure whether we already saw all of the dupe frogs, or maybe Driss is just on 2 of them. That's very possible. Ah, Threatening Roar, yeah. Card Trooper milling 3 for Piet. 2 deck devastation viruses in the main deck. Gone. I bet Driss loves to see that. Especially since they were live through Gores. Treeborn finally returning, and an enemy controller. I'm gonna take that Gores for the turn. Looks like players are pointing some stuff out to each other. And we're gonna see Driss tribute 2 for Light and Darkness Dragon, the big bad. Gores will attack over the 100 attack token. So that's a lot of damage. Light and Darkness Dragon attacking over the Card Trooper, which activated its effect, and Light and Darkness Dragon is gonna negate that. Swap Frog gets in. And so does Unifrog. Mirror Force is gonna be activated, but Light and Darkness Dragon coming in clutch to negate that as well. We should see Gores, yeah, return to the other side of the field. this Light and Darkness Dragon at 1800 attack points right now, so Gorse could attack over that. And that is indeed what we are going to see. So Darkness Dragon destroys the entire field and then reborns one monster. It's going to be Dupe Frog. Okay, fair enough. Greffer being summoned, so we're finally gonna see a Sirocco hit the graveyard. And Greffer pitched the final Vayu, so now there's 3 of them in there. Let's see, we see Treeborn Frog hit the fields. Yeah, I guess Light and Darkness Dragon was not gonna be a threat if Piet could establish his Vayu Sirocco in the graveyard. Soul Exchange, tribute the Gorse and Treeborn for the second Light and Darkness Dragon. Yeah, Vayu is gonna have a field day on that one. No attack due to Soul Exchange. We see, yeah, Piet using Vayu effect 4 times. Yeah, it can do that. Players are clarifying that to each other. And here comes the Armed Wing. It's gonna be 23. Yeah, I would be surprised if Piet had the game shot here. Yeah, just gonna attack over the Dupe Frog. That is still going to trigger now that Light and Darkness Dragon is all out of negates. Adding back the Unifrog. And a Dark Greffer gets over the Light and Darkness Dragon, which will allow Driss to reborn. Probably again the Dupe Frog. Yep. Dupe Frog has come back from the graveyard more times than a Treeborn Frog this game looks like. Speaking of, here is Treeborn Frog. Yeah, Driss's Monarchs are really letting him down. A Caius on like the Armed Wing would be delicious here, but sadly not. We see main deck Nobleman of Extermination. That is gonna banish the Dimensional Prison alongside any other copies that Piet has in the deck. Looks like he had 2 more. Okay, no, just 1 more. Here is a normal summon of Unifrog, so 400 more damage. So it's a good thing Driss used the Nobleman there, otherwise the Unifrog would have just run straight into the prison. Dark Greffer just once per turn, not just on summon. And 2 more Sirocco being pitched. Piet gonna bring out another Armed Wing. Yeah. Attacking over the Dupe Frog. So Driss takes back a swap. Armed Wing gets over the Unifrog. And just leaving the Treeborn there. Okay. Piet at just 700 life points. Gaius would do it. Ryza would do it. Any Monarch would do it. But Driss has none of those. Painful, painful. Luckily, he does have a Battle Fader. That is gonna protect him from lethal this turn. But in main phase 2, we see Raikou and Dark End being banished to bring out a Gale Sorcerer. Okay, that's gonna prevent Niels from having a Driss from having a double tribute summon. So did he finally draw a Monarch? Any Monarch will do. No, just setting another. Gale Sorcerer gonna banish that Treeborn Frog, unfortunately. But Driss has a second one available, so not the biggest problem in the world. Armwing attacking the set monster. It's gonna be a Swap Frog. Greffer gets in directly, so Driss just one attack away from yeah, unfortunately, he he loses this one. But maybe he has a chance to take it back in game 2. Let's get through the side decking. He's gonna start strong with Swap Frog, pitching the Unifrog to special summon it, and tribute summoning Vanity's Fiend. Let's go. This is sometimes tough to deal with for Vayu if they don't have the Raikou. Let's see how Piet deals with this Card Trooper. And it's gonna mill 2 outs, 3 outs. And play is back to Driss. See Vanity's Fiend attacking over the Trooper. Piet gets a draw card, but Lightning Vortex, that's definitely also an out. Yeah, pitching the Necro card as well. So can't complain there. Yep, just setting a monster now. And Driss also just passing turn. So again, a bit of a slower game, but Piet is gonna get the aggression going. Flipping a Raikou, targeting the back row, but threatening roar. So no attacks this turn. Tribute for Gaius, banish the other back row. The Mirror Force. That's yeah, always painful to lose that one. Driss takes the turn. Was there a Treeborn Engrave? I don't think so. Space Typhoon taking out a set back row. chaining the deck Devi. So that is gonna ransack just the substitute. So it's not the worst. Not the worst, but Driss' situation would look a lot better if he had the... Oh, he does have a tree warren established. Okay, okay. He's gonna tribute it for a Dark Dust Spirit, get in for another 2,000 points of damage. And that clears his board of the Treeborn Frog. So the Gorse becomes a lot more live. Now, Gorse is one of those cards that is a lot less good when the opponent knows about it. So Piet knows he has to play around the Gorse, he has to respect it somehow. He's gonna start his turn off with Allure of Darkness. Next up is a Dark Refer, gonna pitch a Vayu, send a Sirocco. And no attack. Drawing the substitute. Unfortunately. Treeborn returns. Dark Dust Spirit comes down. And that is going to clear the Dark Refer so that Piet doesn't get any more advantage out of keeping it around. But pulling the rug, yeah, that works. That works very well against the Dark Dust Spirit. Yep, took Driss a few seconds to process what happens. Yeah, Dark Dust Spirit got hit by pulling the rug. You don't see that every day. Yep, just confirming that Dark Refer just once per turn, not a summon effect. Refer pitching Plague Spreader, sending Vayu. Piet just keeps having good cards to discard. Here is Armed Wing. Normal summon Fossil Dyna. Oh, not like this, not like this. Fossil Dyna gets in directly. Gorse cannot be dropped. Dark Refer gets in. Armed Wing gets in. Yeah. Swap Rock. Gets discarded off the Deck Devastation Virus as well. Yeah, Brain Control does take the Armed Wing to run over the Fossil Dyna, but there is a Necrogarna, and on top of that, yeah, Driss' life points would have been too low to take Piet's Armed Wing attack next turn. So I think this is gonna be GG. Yeah, we do see the fist bump, so Piet takes home this round of ELLO's anniversary tournaments. Guys, I was Ryan Atlas. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Bye.